Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to the Queen's Club in West London for today's men's singles semi-final between Rob Fahey and Nick Howell. My name is Sam Legg. I am joined in commentary by Westwood head pro Ben Taylor-Matthews. Ben, how are you?
Hi Sammy, hi everybody. Yeah, all good. Thank you. Looking forward to the first of these Open semi-finals.
This one's set to be a rematch of many occasions.
Yeah, top two seeds in that bottom half of the draw getting through as we get Rob's player profile on the screen, which will be very busy in a second when the honour board comes up.
I think the best way to describe Rob Fahey's current playing situation is encore.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to prove, just going out and having fun.
Yes, I was just interested to see the court adjustment factor for Rob there. Apparently he's 0.3 handicap points worse, which is a horrible word to use, at Queen's compared to his global handicap. But has had many successes on this court.
Yeah, possibly some of the biggest successes of his career on this particular court. Notably, 2018 World Champs and almost a dozen British Opens.
Nick's court adjustment 0.8, so both players basically true to form here at Queen's.
Nick, of course, a staple of the top five for the last 7 or 8 years now, the pointy end of the men's game. Looking to add to his solo Open singles victory at the French 2 years ago. Of course, made it to the French final this year. Was vanquished in 3 sets by Steve Vigona in an incredibly impressive performance. Have to say that quarterfinal performance against Will was extremely impressive, businesslike from Nicky. Didn't want to have it go on any longer than necessary.
Well, that's a pretty damning statistic, isn't it? 14 wins for Fahey. Obviously, you have to take into account there that Rob has been at the top forever, and a few of those would have been when Nicky was kind of coming up through the ranks. But it's been certainly advantage Fahey in the head-to-head record coming into today.
Professional of the Tennis Club. His name is Nicky Howell. This match is best of 5, 6-game sets. First game level.
Andrew Lyons will be your marker today.
Half a yard, 15 up. Up.
Oof.
He got a draw off that one.
Sportsmanlike from Nick there. I think it just thought it caught the line.
That's a good start from Nicky. What can we expect, Ben, as far as tactics goes in the early stages of this match?
I think we're going to see, both players like to kind of go big on return. Both like to take on target, so I think we're going to see a lot of that, really. Lots of,
big hitting.
I think the return of serve. I think the rallies will be short. I don't think we're in for a rally fest. I think we'll see a lot more of that in the second semi-final. I think we're going to see a lot of rallies ending on that return of serve from both players. Certainly will on this one.
40-15, shows 1 and 2.
And this one. Good ball.
Well found.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to whoever deals with that third ball the best. Or whoever can serve to stop a volley or a force.
Advantage Fahey, first game.
And again.
Good target hitting so far.
First game, receiver.
So I think Rob will probably feel like he wriggled out of that game. It was kind of all Nicky from the hazard end, but it is 1-love Fahey.
30 love.
It's a good effort, that ball just pinned to the back wall.
Tough off the timbre at that height. Good finish there from Nick, taking a grill.
So far, neither player dealing with the third ball particularly well. Yeah, it's a good ground stroke there from Nicky.
Half a yard worse than 6. Deuce.
Yeah, that's a good ball. Nicky wrong footing Rob there. He's got a point to take this back to 1-all. Andrew Lyons, your marker today. Head pro from Seacourt.
British Open furniture, Andrew Lyons. Familiar face in the middle of the court.
Advantage receiver, half a yard worse than 6. Half a yard worse than 6.
Not going to turn down that opportunity.
No notes. Can't do it much better than that.
It's a good ball.
Lovely cut volley. Nicky managing to find some good rip off the back wall with his slightly longer in the tooth balls.
That's a good ball.
Yeah. Good rest there from Nicky.
Yeah, Nicky with that kind of like golf background, he's used to that, like just set play, ball in the same place, hit the same ball. So he's built on repetition, like in in a good way. You put him in familiar spots, he's just going to be hit familiar shots. Rob, obviously with that lawn tennis background, is happy to mix it up a little bit.
Chase 1 and 2.
Good opportunity here to even it up.
Starting server, better than half a yard. Chase gains the server, 1 game all.
He was a little bit tentative on that volley, Nick. Didn't look like he really wanted to play it, and then realised he had to. Ended up hitting a great length.
It's a good serve there, drawing a slightly weaker return from Fahey. If you're Nicky in this situation, what do you choose to serve first to Rob?
I think you keep going with that spinny thing. Anything that gets to the back wall, you're probably going to get one of those. So I think the spinny thing make the volley difficult. Try and keep it away from the back wall. I think it's a good strategy. And by spinny thing, I meant exactly what he just said there, that kind of draggy underarm twist thing that may or may not hit the wall.
30-15 server.
It's so
That's
good.
So tight.
The problem is, Rob's going to adapt to it though, so you've got to keep kind of mixing it in and take your medicine every now and then, like that.
40-15, half a yard.
Rob recognising that that's probably not the shot in that situation.
Yeah, great ball, I think, was the sarcastic comment on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the shot was definitely on, just
The net wasn't the target.
execution was lacking somewhat on that one, but
Exactly.
he'll take a few misses for the high numbers that he's probably going to pick up in this match.
Yeah. Let me flip an earlier question on you. What can we expect Rob to serve to Nicky? You obviously played a lot of matches this year against Nicky.
I think he likes Nicky to volley at him as opposed to force, and generally speaking, a lot of kind of demi PKs and sidewalls and apparently giraffes. Short
worked well
chase,
enough.
obviously. Yeah, but I think he'll want Nicky hitting volley returns at him as opposed to forces.
Game receiver, 2 games to 1.
Not sure what he was going for there. Well, I know what he was going for, but tactically I don't think it was necessary.
Have a court. 15 up.
Oof, clean.
Two-one Nick. 30 love in this game to Rob.
Gallery.
Last.
30 up.
Sarcastic applause from Mr. Fahey there.
Yeah. Oh.
Rob just not quite recovering quickly enough after that forehand volley.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, there's that.
So did you know there's actually
about.
at the club championship at Westwood, it's named after a guy called Randall Rowe, who's actually a member at Queen's Club. He told me to say hello to the people here. So if Randall, if you're watching, everybody at Queen's says hello. Incredible sporting pedigree actually. A D1 tennis player at Syracuse. Yeah, that's an interesting comment there. Yeah, major championship. Juices all the way through. May the best man win. None of this handicap nonsense.
Points here to level the match at 2-all. Tough chase to beat.
Oof. Great ball.
2 games all.
I have a question for you to mull over, Sammy, before the next change of ends. Wow.
That's fairly good.
How much do you think Rob is in Nick's head just because of the aura of the doubles partnership and the kind of the GOAT status? I'm not saying he is. I'm just asking, what do you think? Do you think it is?
15 all.
I'll think on that for a moment. Not quite reading the play right there.
Yeah, that push down the line was just a bit too long from Rob.
Lovely high serve.
Ooh.
I can't believe that didn't go in. Yeah.
Because for me, Nick, he kind of always looks like he's playing slightly within himself against Rob. He never looks completely free, and I just kind of thought, doubles partners, Rob's success. Is he a kind of a bit not in awe of him? You know what I mean? But
I think,
is there an aura thing?
Yeah, I
here?
think the political answer to that question is surely there has to be at least something. That I don't know. Don't know exactly how much it could be affecting him. I think on the flip side, the only person perhaps it doesn't affect is Camden. Because he's the only person with a consistent winning record over Rob.
Yeah. Great finish from Rob there.
And even now at age 57, Rob's still got a positive record against Lummers, Nick, Chappers, you, KB. Yeah, I think if not for his official, in inverted commas, retirement, he would still be challenging Camden at the next World Championships.
Good ball.
Obviously, Lummers is going to have something to say about that, but
Yeah.
we were discussing before the match that when you play Rob, the ball's not really in your court.
You're not really in control of much. Certainly not tempo or anything. It's a good ball.
7.5 yard juice.
Fantastic cut volley off the railroad there. Important point here. Deuce one chase, better than half. Rob not happy that he missed that one.
Yeah, saw a few of those against Shankman in his quarterfinal. I was commentating and on that, and there were a few kind of backhand volley errors that Rob you wouldn't expect, and he certainly wasn't impressed with himself. Going to be disappointed here because he's now got better than half to beat as well.
Yeah, if there's any man to do it though, you wouldn't choose many others.
Yep, it's going to be tough. Ooh.
I had a look.
Chase claims the server, 3 games to 2.
Yeah, every now and then I just rewatch the Rob Fahey All Dead Ons compilation from 2022 just to remind myself how it's done.
Or how it can be done.
Yeah, my logic with that kind of thing is, if it's possible, why can't mere mortals have a go?
Well, I think you've just summed it up perfectly by using the phrase mere mortals. That's probably why. Got him on the run.
That is some mental positioning from Fahey in that rally.
As in second gallery, 30 love. 30 love.
Cut him side to side there. $15.30. Nicky gifting one of those backhand volleys back.
My lord.
30 all.
Good pace.
Great accuracy.
Awkward length for Nick to deal with there, kind of not quite a half volley. Couldn't quite get to the pitch.
Rob there. 3 balls cut off from in front of the table.
Yeah. And then probably quite relieved to see that one drift into Hazard second from the other side of the court.
Hazard, second gallery.
Yeah, safe to say it was decided on not chasing that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Good answer from Nicky.
Juice.
That is such a tight volley.
Service advantage.
If there's one you'd want to be able to play, it's definitely that one. Almost 2 bounces before the timbre.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Ben, but I think I'm seeing a significantly higher average court position from Rob than possibly when I last saw him play in Hobart in January.
Yeah, I think particularly at the hazard end, right? And the timbre here is so square. If you are too far back, like, you know, all of these guys back themselves to deal with a straight timbre, but if you're too far back, it can get across you fast.
Lovely miss from Nicky.
So it's an aggressive position to be in, but it's also covering that timbre option. Oh, it's unlucky. It's good hands. Oh, could it bounce? Nope.
I mean, you're not going to see much better reelers. Great adjustments from both players. I think we've also started to see that ball on return of serve a lot more from Fahey.
Yeah, it's important to be able to play both wings. You know, if you're exclusively a cut volleyer, you know, it's got to be good every single time, and you're always going to hit a couple of loose ones, so it's good to be able to just mix it up every now and then, keeping Nick a bit more honest, having to stay in the middle. It's a good get. Yeah, it's a great get from Rob there, lifting up that kind of high timbre, so tough to kill on that high backhand volley, as Nick showed there. It's a tough ball.
The door.
I think as long as Rob can get this point, he'll be entirely happy with that.
Yeah. Yeah, tough to defend hazards here. Doesn't take a railroad particularly well. I think he'll be happy with that as well, to be honest. Not happy,
Yeah.
but
He'll definitely be
fine with it.
Definitely be positive attacking both of those chases. Yeah, the theoretically perfect game of reelers has been discussed at length between Rob Fahey and our director, Ben Gatenbeek.
The perfect game of reelers.
The perfect game of reelers,
Okay.
whereby you hit
Oh, hazard, hazard.
hazard, hazard,
Gallery,
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 hazard,
gallery,
hazard.
hazard, hazard.
Game, one love.
Yes.
There's advantage. Hazard, second gallery.
Rob smiling at the misfortune there. I don't think he needed to play the boast there.
And the game, 4 games to 2.
So Nicky takes a 2-game lead in the first set, 4-2 up.
West 6.
Curly bounce.
Yeah, just a slight misread there. Caught the sidewall. Changes the angle hugely. And when you've set yourself up for a drive like that, so tough to adjust.
15 love.
pretty good from Rob. Going for the body line, may well dead on to finish it off.
Yeah, I think he knows Nick's going to be covering that one, so pull it a bit wider. Make it tough.
$15.30. What's the 6?
That's a good line.
40 all. One chase worse than 6.
Good response from Rob here. Definitely important to take this game.
Yeah, nasty little cut volley, that side spin and quite deep in the court, so Nick's got to cut it off.
Yeah.
But he knows it's going to kind of jump at him off that main wall, so good position there. We try and follow Rob moving around the court, but it's pretty tough. He's quick.
Yeah.
Serve lead 40-30. Chase worse than 6. Jeez. Jeez. Half a yard, jeez.
Great width on the cut volley from Nick there. Just managing to slide it past Rob.
Oh, it's out. Almost on your forehead, Sammy.
Yeah, well, us Australians good at taking catches.
I'm surprised it took you this long.
I've been told to refrain as much as possible, but I reserve the right to do a little bit of gloating at least.
Absolutely fine. It's not even our national sport.
I thought that was moaning.
How's your rugby team getting on?
It's not rugby season back home.
It never is. Ooh, looked a bit tasty.
There's mental retrieving all around the court.
Serves advantage.
Great rest. Point here for 5-2.
And there it is.
The game, 5 games to 2.
Rob looking very kind of... Who's he waving at? Oh, he must be waving at someone in the windows. Looking up towards us.
I think he's waving towards his best supporters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we just saw the entire Fahey clan in the members bar.
Yeah, Rob looking... Ah, there we go. That would have been the wave. Hello, everybody. Oh,
What's the collective noun for a group of goats?
good question.
Good shooting.
30-15.
Touche.
Oh, brings us up a set point.
Here's a question for you, Ben. When did you start noticing Rob opt to hit the backhand force more under the grill?
Do you know what? I actually thought about this recently, and then some footage, because I thought it was like probably within the last 5 years, and then I saw some footage from like a Hampton Court tournament maybe, or like maybe an oratory thing, like he was playing Tim.
The 2006?
Yeah, and he's driving
footage?
everything, which I just did not think was... yeah, I'd never really seen it, so I thought it was fairly recent, but I think it's been heightened by the fact that, you know, he wants to keep rallies shorter these days. Set point better than one. That'll do it.
Great way to
ball
bring it
from
up.
Nicky. And that's the first set to the number 2 seed.
Second set. Double.
It's pretty good.
Pretty wild rally from both players there to kick off
Yeah.
the second set.
Both guys pretty happy to play chaos ball.
That's a beauty.
Wow.
On the move.
30 love. Love.
Here we go. Summary of the first set. 33 minutes. Ample time to warm up.
Nicky dominating that service end. Look, 55 points served to 33.
Yeah, that's what made the difference, really.
Yeah, and winning 60% of those. That's good numbers against Rob. Probably why he won the set 6-2.
Yeah, I get the distinct impression, however, that Rob has another couple of gears to go to. No, Snicko needed big edge on that.
Wow.
I mean, to control the length off that.
Yeah, Incredible control on that kind of fast ball to the forehand volley.
Serve 40-30, S72. Off the chase game for server. First game, second set.
Fahey leads the second.
Pretty quick game by all things considered there. Just snuck past the racket.
Yeah, in the summary of the first set, we saw Nicky's average chase length down at 4 and 5.
Yeah,
I think Rob's was at worse than last, and that particular example of where Nicky's able to just slide it wide of Rob.
Yeah, I think that probably also shows that when Nicky's taking on forces, he's not missing. So he's not getting those kind of second gallery chases from missed forces. So he's either getting it in, or he's opting for cut volleys mainly. But 4 and 5 is a very impressive average.
Yeah.
Chase length over the course of a set.
Server, chase 1 and 2.
He was not
Bit of
sure
panic there
about
from
that
Nicky.
at all, was he? Was not sure. Both players seeing the funny side of that one.
Some of those fat bows from Rob, not quite finding their length.
West 2, 30-15.
Yeah, Nick's not going to miss that.
Slotted away there, punishing that miss from Rob. Couple of points to level it up. Yeah, that was that one off the timbre that he was disappointed to miss.
Worse than 2.
Yeah, I think Rob's always going to be disappointed to miss.
Good ball.
Game receiver,
Great ball from Nicky. Evens the setup. Yeah, Nicky's really rolling in that wrap force quite well.
Still behind on the dead on count though.
I was about to say he hasn't really tried for the backhand side, but he did just there.
I was also thinking that force isn't going to do very good for his average chase length, but with Rob hitting it, it doesn't
count.
Doesn't count. Oof.
Yeah, it's great placement.
30-15.
That ball took a huge skid back towards the galleries. I think I've just seen a drop of water land on the penthouse, Ben.
There's definitely something, isn't there? Good get. Boom. Oh, it's missed again. Uh-oh.
Took a few more goes than he originally wanted.
Had a few chances to win that rally.
15.
Got there
Next.
eventually.
Definitely going to find himself in hot water if he keeps putting on the penthouse like that.
Yes. Is it still raining outside? I mean, we are in London, so it wouldn't surprise me, but that may explain the drop of liquid on the penthouse. He's missed again.
Yeah, Rob's almost giving Nicky the main wall dead-ons there.
I think while he's operating it at the moment, you know, in that last game 0%, you'd be happy for him to take it on. I mean, obviously it's not going to stay at 0%, but you certainly mop up the chances when they come. There we go.
30-15.
Just a note on that previous point, I think it's absurd that Rob even tried to get a racket to that volley off the back wall. How does that run through your mind as an option?
Swung before it got there, didn't he?
Second gallery, 30-15.
That one will hurt the chase length. I was just seeing the service points won percentage and the total number of points won from both players in this match. Very, very similar, considering it's a 6-2.
Shows Nicky's winning all the
I
important
was
points.
just about to say, Nicky's showing us that it's when you win them, as opposed to just volume, quality over quantity. Because I would suggest at this point, Nicky looks quite comfortable. Rob doesn't quite look like he's at his best so far today.
No, definitely not firing on all 10 cylinders.
Second gallery.
Nicky doing a great job of avoiding the Fahey force. Commentators curse, but
Hazard, second gallery.
Rob hasn't forced that many returns, which is a testament to Nicky serving. Oof. Yeah, you got away with one there.
40-30.
Yeah, Nicky knows it. Quick
Yeah.
shake of the head there.
Holding out work, 40-30.
Yeah, even though Rob's average chase length is a good 3-4 yards further up the court than Nick's, it's vitally important for him to be at the service end in this match. Nicky's obviously hovering around those like low 60s service points won percentage from that first set and early in the second.
Receiver leads 40-30.
Yeah, you're going to win matches at 60%, so
Yeah, Rob's hovering in the mid 50s. Well found.
Great ball. Yeah, for all of those kind of new age players that are happy to bang it around from a hazard end, you know, even at the top level where the forces are significantly more accurate, still the stats are always still in favour of the server, still. Even with people being able to do that.
Love. $15.30.
Tight tennis in this second set. 2 games all.
Okay. Western yard, 15.30.
Feels quite cagey, doesn't it? Kind of,
70, 40,
particularly
15,
from
Western
Rob, kind of,
yard.
you know, nudging the ball into areas, not really kind of opening up too much and taking too much on. Can't really afford to miss on this court, so he's keeping it tight. Yeah, no interest from Nicky this time. Wasn't making that mistake again. And a smile from Rob. He was hoping Nicky was going to have a whiff at that one. 3-2 to the number 2 seed.
Up.
Great adjustment from Howell off the floor there.
Skipped forwards a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, the flags at Queen's not known for their
Trueness,
consistency.
regular bounce.
30-15.
Yes, got a lot of work on it.
1 yard, 30-15.
I think the importance of how much work the balls from Rob have on them cannot be overstated.
Yeah, that's an extremely heavy ball into...
If you pair that with his ability to just place it like an inch or two in front of where you're standing, you have no idea what it's going to do when it hits the floor, and it's happening at your feet.
Yeah, it's a very, very heavy ball, but you know, if you're Nick at this point, you're probably surprised at how comfortable this is. Yeah, there's been a lot of racket errors from Fahey,
40-15, chase a yard.
and Nick will be, you know, thinking this is quite comfortable so far.
Chase 30-40.
Rob looking to even this one up. It's going to be quite difficult if Nick keeps hitting the cut volley like that.
Yeah, he's not overplaying it, was the main thing. He's not trying to kind of really rip it in there, he's just hitting it firm, good length, and it's just tough.
We have some comments in the live chat from Azazel 99963. Ben, in retrospect, would you have changed anything tactically which could have helped you beat Bryn? Brutal
Yeah,
comment there.
I mean, I would have been less fat going into it for a start. I'll think on that.
Game to server, 4 games to 2.
Nicky with a
Opening up that lead again.
reminiscent scoreline of the first set.
15 up.
There's another error from that Fahey racket. Oh, nasty.
30-15.
Great length.
Yeah, Nick just looking
40-15.
very composed, very comfortable so far. Yeah, Nick's not trying to outplay himself so far in this match.
It's a good get to pick up a chase. Would I have changed anything tactically? I probably would have actually had a plan. I know that sounds ridiculous, but
Sort of went in.
I
with
just
the-
kind of played. Yeah, I didn't really think about what I was going to serve or what I was going to do. I just played and didn't really have time to do much prep for this one, so just tried to wing it and didn't work.
Second gallery.
I'll be better next year though. So Nicky's got a long chase here to attack for a 5-2 lead. Yep,
He's made it
there
happen.
it is.
5 games to 2.
Scoreline identical. Identical so far to the first set.
30-15.
2 points away from the set.
30-15 in fever.
Pair of grills in this game.
30 all.
First set point for Nikki here.
Yeah, he'll probably want to get it done from here as well. Juice, suddenly needing 2 in a row becomes tougher. He'll want to get it done if he can. Force. Oh, great get. But it doesn't matter.
One and
the
done
second
for
set.
Nick Howell.
And I have to say, Nikki is just, without making a big song and dance about it, is just casually winning this match extremely comfortably. You know, this isn't a kind of 25 dead-ons, 25 better than 2s on the cut volley. He's just efficiently winning this match. The scoreline is just constantly ticking over in his favour at the moment. Yeah, it's great length. Great length. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
Change of tact on serve for Rob there. Moving to a demi-PK. Trying something different. Nick seems to be having all the answers at the moment.
Yeah.
What does Rob need to do to get back into this match, Sammy?
Oh, it sounds like a Route 1 plan. Just get the ball over the net.
Yeah, you've got to be getting more than 2 games on the board, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think he just hasn't been able to dictate any floor rallies at the moment. You know, Nicky just seems to be kind of doing the bulk of the dictating on those floor rallies.
Chase Weston 2.
3 points here for a 1-love lead.
We got there early. That would have been a good boast.
Yeah.
Off the second gallery crown.
40.
It's just clinically tight from Nikki at the minute. Wow.
15 love.
Rob asking a lot of questions of Nick in that rally, and Nick finding all the answers. Funky bounce there, catching Nick off guard. A cut volley of Rob's, sliding past Nick this time. Haven't seen that happen many times in this match so far. Ooh. Here's a question for you, Ben.
Go on.
Is Rob trying to overplay himself? But before you answer that, set 2 summary.
Yeah, quite low. See, quite low on the target count there from both players, obviously. But like I said, Nick just
The story there being told by just serves 1 percentage.
72% is just massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive. Restricting Rob's return.
Nicky serving less in that
Zero
set,
dead-ons for Rob. So everything's on the floor. Nicky's cleaning it up. Just kind of a comfortable 6-2 there. Just very, very efficiently good from Nick.
Second gallery.
high back ball.
Fairfield.
Effective in that situation.
Fairfield. Face the door.
Good pick up from Nicky there.
Great get. Rolling out of the timbre. Question, Sammy.
My question for you, is Rob Fahey trying to out-Rob Fahey himself?
Is he what, sorry?
Is Rob Fahey trying to out-Rob Fahey himself?
In what do you mean?
We've seen a lot of optimistic posting, I want to call it. We've also seen a lot of slightly optimistic shot making, resulting in unforced errors.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. That'll do it.
Yeah,
He seems to be trying to kind of beat Nick on the floor and create opportunities to then hit winners, but he's just not getting the opportunities.
that's great disguise.
Made the court very wide there. Yeah, like you said, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen Rob boast as much as I'm seeing in this match. And at the moment, not success. Not really putting Nick under enough pressure with it. I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just an observation. I'm expecting a more attacking intent at some point. But, you know, it's easy for us to say we're not trying to return these serves, and we're not at risk if if the ball gets loose. So
Real tennis looks pretty easy when you're not on the court. It's a great ball. I think Rob started figuring out the length on that serve. Stepping up really early to cut volley that.
that's tough.
Yeah. 2-1 lead for Nikki in the third. Has he found a force from that position?
I don't think he had much of a choice. The ball just ball just kept following him.
Safe hands.
That one worked.
Lovely choice. Almost looked like he was going to leave that a la Vaughan Hamilton against Bertie Vallett.
I heard about this, yeah.
Have you seen it?
It's sort of, but it doesn't look quite as faked as I was, like, told. But
No.
I haven't seen it in real time. I only saw kind of like a quick flash replay, so I should see it at full speed.
No stroke. Last gallery.
Oh, I can tell you, Diego, I was with him when he bought that shirt. That is authentic.
Last gallery.
I think Nicky questioning the score there. It's 2 sets to love to you, Nick.
Okay, 1 and 2.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know about right now.
wouldn't question that too much.
It's a great volley as well, just out of arm's reach of Rob.
1 and 2.
Force. No.
Okay, so 2.
That's bold.
15 all.
Yeah, I think he's probably asking himself why he decided to do that.
Yeah, it's the first uncomfortable choice I think we've seen Nick play in.
Nothing wrong with it, it's just very difficult to win. I think the force was on for him. It's not like him to turn it down. Good ball.
Yeah, but that's the point. Not very like him to turn it down.
Yeah.
Worse than 5, 30, 15.
Ooh, that must have been close.
Yeah. Yes, we've consistently seen in all 3 of these sets so far a tight first 4 games, and then Nicky sort of making some headway around
Yeah, like
the,
I said, it's not been like
around the
hugely
5th,
flash.
6th game.
Yeah, it's not been flash. He's just
30, 15.
cruised away.
Yeah,
Worse
it's
than
been
5.
exceptionally undramatic.
Yeah. Efficient, should we say?
More than a yard worse from last gallery.
Couple of points for 2-2. Yeah, that's a good ball.
Okay, end the game. 2 games all.
Got deja vu for the second time, Ben.
It's been all 3 sets have been 2-all, haven't they? So is this where Nick wins the next 4? Oh, that bounce is going to help. Yeah, good from Rob.
Textbook.
Taking the sting out of that one.
Last gallery, worse than a yard.
Sliding it past Nicky. Didn't manage to get a racket to that.
Yeah, unable to reach out far enough for that one. We see this last one for Rob to win the last game. Nicky's done a very good job when he's been forced into serving railroads against Rob. He's done a very good job of making Rob boast it back out. He's not had a free hit at a railroad yet. Tough to do on this court. Great serving display. That's big.
Number 15 love. Worse than a yard.
Yeah, when that serve comes off a bit short and the guy's returning it from the middle, that court feels huge, trust me.
Great heat. Pressure on Rob now. 30 love down.
That's a bit short. Great get. A great length though.
Line and length.
It was the serve that got him in trouble there. Has to be said, both players have been so accurate with their cut volley.
Yeah, there's been not many occasions where they've missed it, really.
Can't really think of. I think of a couple that have gone in the net, but I can't really think of any that have gone, you know, main wall, back wall, and invited the pressure towards the grill corner. Both hit that ball very well today. It's just a great serve.
Yeah, so tight. Deja vu.
Yes.
Worse than 2.
It's classy from there. Unfortunate.
Couldn't get his leg out of the way. One of the few times he would have been happy to have been nutmegged. Sure, that probably goes straight over your head, Sammy. You guys don't play football, do you? Well, not well, anyway.
I'd like to point out, yeah, we're not brilliant at soccer. Even though I completely agree that it should be called football, we have in fact made the World Cup this year.
Well, yeah. Your qualifying group isn't the toughest on the planet. But well done. We'll see you there.
40 love. Hazard 1 and 2. 40 love. Hazard
Points
1
here
and
for
2.
3 all.
Hazard. Oh, that's good.
That is
Very good.
15-40.
Can't ask for a better result off the Railroad Cup volley.
Game to server.
There we go.
Total.
For the first
A
time,
big
we
round
see
of
3 all.
applause. Yeah, as the crowd acknowledge.
3 all first set.
He'll let that one go.
Back to the second gallery.
Not got much interest in flying up to second gallery and leaving yourself exposed.
No stroke.
Did you quite hear what Rob said there?
No, I didn't actually. I was kind of trying to listen out for it.
Yeah, I think that would have been a good comment from Rob to hear.
When he's got to Nick's cut volley, he's dealt with it very well, but it's just been tough for him to get there. Henry Henman cheering on his boss. Understandably. Ooh.
Yeah. Not going to take the next Irons time to work out who Hemman's backing in this race.
Hell better 2. 15 all.
Vital sevens game. Can't help but think if whichever player wins this will get an enormous confidence boost going into the pointy end of the third set.
A couple of good cut volleys there. A couple of racket errors. Just a little bit more pace on that one. A little bit flatter. It's loose. Yeah, and he knows
tight.
it. Turned away in disgust after that
30-40.
force onto the penthouse. Nicky's still up around that 60% mark, which is extremely good. Oh, that must have been
That
top
was a
corner, or certainly in off the edge or something. That was
Collected one of
by
our cameras.
4 games to 3.
And we see the first time
Fahey's got a lead
Rob
here
up in
now. 4-3.
the third set.
You have to ask yourself. This is going to sound like a silly question, because who wouldn't want a British Open final? Do you think Rob wants 5 sets? It sounds like a ridiculous question, but if you asked him, he'd probably be like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I think that's a completely valid question. If I was in Rob's position, I would.
30 love.
Do you want a British Open final? Yes. And then ask him again at 2 love down, do you want a British Open final? I don't think the answer's as clinical.
It's definitely more complex than that.
Yeah, there's definitely a thought, isn't there? Good play from Nick, just attacking that backhand to go with those 2 errors from Rob earlier in the game.
3 points here for 4-all.
40 love up. Like Nick dominating the service end here, look. Almost 30 points more down here.
Don't think I've seen this before in a match.
Very friendly, isn't it?
Yeah, both these guys got to back this up tomorrow by playing a double semi against. Oh, who was it, Ben? I can't remember. It's
Some guy Sayers.
yeah, I can't remember who his partner is.
It's, some guy who's tactically inept.
Games for server. 4 games all.
A good one for Nick, that. Nice and quick.
Yeah,
Low stress game for Nick to level it up. He'd love another 2 of those.
chances of a low stress game off a Fahey return of serve fairly minimal though.
Yeah, you don't normally get 2 in a row, that's for sure. There you go, so that slightly flatter one again.
Yeah, pushing it through with a bit more pace.
Yeah, a little bit less spin, get it from A to B a bit faster. A bit more time pressure for Nick.
Nick perhaps employing the Leon Smart tactic there.
You accusing Nick of a deliberate fault there?
It's a tactic not unheard of, especially on this court.
Good ball.
15-30.
Oh, it's landed in.
Nick's gotten really lucky to catch a piece of the service box there.
Nick looks like he's suddenly just interested in trying to get these points finished a bit quicker. Wrapping through the ball a bit more from the service end a bit earlier. A bit less patient. Benefited from an error there from Rob. That's a good ball.
40-30.
1 point here for a 5-4 lead.
See, that's what I mean. There was a ball in that rally that Nick tossed up onto the back wall for Rob, and he decided to boast it into Nick's backhand.
Yeah,
That's
and
so uncharacteristic.
yeah. Great kill from Nick.
Game point of his own now. And there we go.
Server, 5 games to 4.
Rob giving Nick a bit of an examination of Nick's backhand there, and well up to the test. 1 game away now. Oh, tough bounce.
Lovely cut volley.
Yep.
30 love.
Serve from Nick was obviously very tight. Rob having to just lob it back into play. It's a bit more like it. Haven't seen that too often.
And that Tampa pick was absolutely filthy, but didn't get him anywhere in the rest. So we see that.
Yes, we can confirm that was a camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being told this is the first change of end since 3-all, so that's passed us by.
Yeah.
Match
got
point for Nick here. He's got chase
2 match
1 to
points.
beat, which is tough. Chase 1, so he's going to have a good old swing at this one, knowing he's got a spare point in the bank. It's fine, so that's statistically you're going to lose that one more often than not, but he'll look to try and capitalise on this one. Second match point. Oh, and Rob's found an edge.
Goodness.
What a time for a stroke of luck. Slots that one away. Nick just kind of hitting himself in the head there. Can't believe he pushed that forehand long like that. And we got the second change of end since 3-all.
More attackable chase for Fahey here. We have a comment in the live chat.
Oh, howling at the moon. Nick's wife Shannon tuning in.
Receiver, second gallery.
You're very welcome, Shannon.
Shannon, your boy's doing good. There we go. Right. This is going to be a big test of Nick's mental strength here, because
As we
you've had a
discussed
couple
earlier.
of match points, you don't want to be going into that fourth set. You think, oh, could be all done and dusted. It's Rob. Here comes the aura factor. That's a good start, though.
Lovely effort from Fahey. But again, the question looms. Does Rob want to do 5 sets? At the minute.
Good question. I don't know. We'll have to ask him afterwards. We'll let you know. I think based on those two shots there, the answer would be no.
15-all.
Awkward ball there. People will, you'll think this down the middle looks easy, rising, can't get to the half volley, got a back pedal.
Curling into you.
Yeah, not actually a nice ball to play.
Huge point here.
Yeah, I think a bit of adrenaline in that serve.
Yeah. Tried to do 5% extra. Sensible choice there. Finding the galleries. 2 chases in the bag. Definitely defendable. Also definitely attackable.
More than a yard worse than last gallery.
So mid-court, Nick does have a gallery open to him if he wants to take that risk. It's a great ball. Brings up another match point.
Second gallery.
Longer chase to attack here. Second gallery gives him chase off as well. And a second serve. Big targets to go for here. And there it is.
Nick Howell.
Racket error from Rob down at the feet. And it's Nick Howell that progresses into Monday's final, winning 6-2, 6-2, 6-5.
3 magnificent sets of tennis from Nicky there.
Yes,
Certainly some of the
good.
best tennis that we've seen Nick play in his career. As we see the statistics from the match. Great reading for Nick Howell.
Yeah, served for a lot longer. Percentage of serves won just that bit higher. Rob down under 50% in the end.
Yeah, Nicky winning from both ends. Just too tight on the floor.
And yeah, that average chase length, both around, better than last gallery in 5 and 6. That's impressive. Shows that it wasn't necessarily a forcing game today.
No, there was definitely a lot.
Only 6 dead-ons for Nick, 9 for Rob. You'd expect both of these guys to hit kind of double figures. So I think both of them just not taking that option on as much as they would do normally.
From all of us here at the Queen's Club, thank you very much for tuning in for the first semi-final of the day. We'll be joining you immediately after the conclusion of this match for the second semi-final between John Lumley and Bryn Sayers. I've been Sammy Legg. I've been joined in commentary by Ben Taylor Matthews. We'll see you in the next one.